Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor. Let's talk about blocks, but also the process to unblocking yourself, whether it's through money or relationships or love or health or career or whatever it is that you're seeking to remove blocks from, will also apply to your growth, your expansion, your ascension, your becoming, your stepping into your highest timeline. This is a topic that I love talking about so much because it came in the form of a gift from the divine to help people heal trauma. And I almost don't even want to call it trauma spotting anymore because it's not about wallowing in the mud or sitting in our pain forever, perpetually. That there is a profound gift that we were gifted through the body that not only unblocks us and helps us receive what we are seeking, but also expands us, sets us free, allows us to step into our highest expression and our highest timeline. So I'm really excited to share this with you. I hope you're loving the new format of just allowing things to come through. This is kind of part of the conversation where my unhealed wounds for a long time caused me to inadvertently perform. That was not my intent to be inauthentic, but rather to stay safe. And we hear people say, don't play small, but do we really understand what that means? And what it means to shine your light, to be seen, to be authentic, to really show up, to, there's something that wants to come through here and I have to slow down, to be all that you were made to be unapologetically, without a mask, without a performance, in spite of people who criticize or mock or judge or talk smack behind your back. That's what it means to not play small. And this is a gift or part of the unblocking process. That your bank account is a direct reflection of your self-love, your self-worth, your freedom to be all that you were made to be unapologetically. So I do not have notes. We are allowing this to flow through. This is what I do every day when I help people heal trauma in the trauma spotting sessions. It is not just about healing or removing blocks. It's about learning to tap into your co-creative magic, that you are a extraordinarily powerful being, that God has gifted every single one of us profound gifts and talents and abilities to help make the world a better place. And that can only be realized, the abundance, the health, the wealth, the freedom, the expansion, the joy, the bliss can only be realized through a returning to self, a returning to wholeness, and an ability to hear the divine guidance that flows through the physical vessel. So I will slow down because I get so excited about this topic. I could talk very fast and without notes, it would be really easy to go on a lot of tangents. So I will ground for you for a moment. I encourage you to do the same. In fact, this is part of the message that's coming through right now. So take a deep breath with me and notice any muscles that are holding contraction. Notice any areas of your body where you are tense, tight, bracing. Breathe into the body and really rock back into the seat of your vessel. As you soften and let go of every muscle, you wiggle your fingers and toes. And you say hello to the beautiful gift of him or her that is your physical vessel. Recognizing that the body is not your own. And what that means is that your body is aware, it is conscious, it is alive, it is ascending, it is receiving, it is growing and healing with you, alongside you. Resting in the beautiful gift that is the ability to heal, to feel, to expand, to contract, that there is no being alive on planet Earth that loves you more than your body. And your body is the pathway, the gateway to freedom, to being unblocked. If I say freedom or limitless, that is my reference to being unblocked. I'm not going to keep saying blocks because we're not creating blocks here. We're not blocked. We're not blocked. Never again will you ever say the term I am blocked, because you are not. You are learning, you're growing, you're receiving, you're expanding, but you are no longer blocked. You are no longer limited, because your body knows how to heal you. Your body was designed to heal. It knows exactly what to do if you can set the stage for it. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. No more gatekeeping. So keep feeling your body. As you say hello and thank you, so much gratitude. So much gratitude. And yes, sometimes we may have demonized the body for being the perceived source of our pain and suffering. But recognizing that that was misplaced blame, that it wasn't the body's fault that we experienced that pain and suffering or that hardship, that struggle. It made it possible for us to feel the felt sense of that experience, but it is not the cause. So just say thank you to your body. Take that deep breath in as you surrender to the body. Stop trying to control it or tell it what to do. Stop trying to fix it. Stop demonizing it. Stop ignoring it or repressing it. Breathe deeply. With so much gratitude for the ability to breathe. And now think about, I'll use it one more time, the block, the place where you are not free, the place where you are limited. Bring forward a memory, a recent trigger, a moment where you felt that clenching and tightening in the body, the contracting that shows you where you are limited, where you are not free. If it's money, think about an unexpected bill. If it's a relationship, think about the betrayal. If it's business success, think about the questioning of how do I accomplish this goal? And feel the contraction in your body. Notice the area of your body that calls your attention most. And breathe into it as if it was your best friend. That sensation is a messenger. It is literally your best friend. It is a gift. It is saying, hey, I want to help you heal. Are you going to pay attention to me? So breathe into that sensation. Give it words. Describe. If it's the heart, maybe it's the heart pounding. If it's the stomach, maybe I feel nauseous. If it's the throat, maybe I feel like there's a hand on my neck. But don't allow the mind to drive this process. Allow the body to drive the process. And breathe into that sensation. Saying hello, slowing down, noticing the part of your brain that wants it to go faster and get to the point already. And thank you. No, thank you. Come back to the body. And breathe into that sensation. And now the next part should take you 10, 15, 20 minutes, but I'm not going to sit with you through all of that for the sake of your time and mine. But be present with that sensation without the mind trying to control, without the expectations, without trying to force something to happen. Listen to the sensation as if it was a friend that is going to speak to you through felt sense. Without the story of the mind, just the felt sense of the body. And what you'll likely find is, even if it was a money issue, you might recall a time when your mother didn't pay attention to the drawing that you were trying to show her. Or if it's a relationship issue, it may or may not be connected to another relationship. It may be connected to the fact that your father didn't show up or somehow shamed or blamed you. But likely, most often, money blocks, relationship blocks, health blocks are interconnected in a way that is not logical, which is why the cognitive mind struggles to find them. So you want to let that sensation speak to you. finding a block is not a cognitive process. I realize I'm repeating myself. So what that should say to you is that's really important. Ask the mind to take a back seat for a while. You've done enough. You have driven my whole life, and I appreciate what you have done. But now it is time for the body to lead. There is something happening that is profoundly new and different as it relates to the body, healing, and expansion. Somatic experiencing has existed for quite some time, but the download that I received that is trauma spotting, but also the expansion process is different. The body is shifting and changing. The fascia, the lymph, the blood, the plasma, the waters of our body, the cells, they're conscious. And fascia especially is meant to be that bridge between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. And so it is communicating for us and with us. It is receiving God's guidance, and it is helping us to articulate and understand and bring it into the cognitive through the body. So it's really important to ask the mind to recognize you've done amazing work for us. You've brought us a long way. We really appreciate what you've done for us. But in this moment, setting the stage for healing requires stillness at a cognitive level as well as a nervous system level. And so if you feel that it is difficult for you to sit in that stillness, if you have that internal chaos that doesn't allow you to hear the sensation, to sit with it for 5, 10, 20 minutes, then you may need someone to facilitate for you. Just like grandfather clocks on a wall will entrain to each other, your nervous system will entrain to someone who is grounded and stable and regulated and coherent. And so it's okay if you can't do it alone. Also know that it is a practice, just like going to the gym, building a muscle. You're going to get stronger and better at this the more you do it. So don't give up. Try more than just once. Remember that most emotions on average don't last more than 90 seconds. So you can trust that the difficult sensation that you're experiencing will pass. It will move through you. It's not going to be 90 seconds if you have spent your whole life repressing or suppressing these things. So trust the body, trust the process, let go of control, listen to the sensation, trust that you will receive what you need to receive in whatever time is necessary. So I say 15, 20 minutes, that's like bare minimum. Usually in session with clients, 30 to 45 minutes is ideal for processing time. If you're just starting out, 5 minutes should be enough. Don't hold yourself to those extremes, work your way up to it. And so finding the block is not a cognitive process. It is a felt sense process. And this is new. I don't want to say that I'm, some pioneer of anything. I received it, so I have to give credit to God as it is. But I'm hearing more and more creators talk about listening to the body, speaking with the fascia. And again, I'll preface this with, don't speak at the body, let the body speak to you. You are there to listen, to receive, to understand, not to control. And so all of this comes back around to restoring your original waveform. So thinking of the body as a harp, you are an instrument of God, and you were designed perfectly imperfect for your purpose, which is thriving. And every hair on your head was counted. You were beautifully and wonderfully made. And so everything about you was made exactly as it needed to be to accomplish the goal that you came here to accomplish, which is thriving, I must reiterate. And anytime that you experienced a difficult emotion, anytime you experienced a difficult experience, anything that felt big or overwhelming to you as a child or in a toxic relationship or in the military or whenever it was, that big emotion solidified a impingement or an impediment in your instrument. You can think of, if it were a harp, kind of like there's a notch put into the chord so that the melody that you play is then distorted. There is a distorted note inside of your instrument because of that unhealed trauma or that big experience, the overwhelm, the stuck emotion that we didn't know how to process and release because nobody taught us how. And so all of these things live inside of your body. these traumas, these memories, these stuck emotions, however you want to explain it, these overwhelming experiences that then got stuck because we didn't know how to release and process it. The body says, I understand it's too much for you right now. I'll hold on to it. We'll address this later. But nobody taught us how to do that. And so that becomes the block. That's where you are limited. That's where you are not free. And so the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift of this work is you don't have to fix yourself. You don't have to struggle to find the block. You don't have to effort. You don't have to try. I did my last video on trying and how that blocks you. So make sure you check out that one. Releasing and softening and letting go of control and resting in the stillness of the body is what's going to bring the light of awareness to the mind that will then heal the belief, the pattern, the behavior, the chord, and restore you the chord of your instrument so that you can play your original melody, which is already a frequency and vibrational match to the life you dream of. Your dream is your blueprint. It is your compass. It is your treasure map that is meant to guide you towards your purpose, which is thriving. And you get to have it all being all that you are, not from trauma, not from a mask, not from a performance, not from becoming who you think the world wanted you to be. That's not the goal here. Your abundance, your health, your love, your wealth, your freedom, your joy, your bliss, your nourishment, all of the good things that you dream of come through being all that you were made to be unapologetically, softly, with love and grace and compassion for self, which then pours from an overflowing cup into others. Take a deep breath, fall back into the body. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to fix. You don't have to try. It's not hard. It is an allowing. It is a remembering. It is a receiving. It is a trust fall into God's arms. As you just take a deep breath now and notice what calls your attention most in your body. Notice what it feels like for someone to tell you, you can't figure it out. Your mind can't find it. Those places where you are limited, the places where you are not free, cannot be found doing the same thing you've been doing over and over, expecting a different result, which is the definition of insanity. What does it feel like? Notice that, because that response, again, already is starting to show you the process of healing, because there might be a clenching in your gut if you're used to hustle and grind and always on the go and always trying to fix. Or you might notice a slump feeling, a feeling of pressure on the shoulders, and turning over in the stomach. Interesting, the stomach wants to speak, right? That feeling of, oh, I've already been surrendered. And so what wants to be addressed here is the state that you are stuck in. It requires a different response. So if you are perpetually in fight or flight, hustle and grind, stillness and softness is necessary. If you are perpetually in fawn and freeze, action's going to be necessary. But you are going to receive the guidance of how to move forward, to move through the limits so that you can be free through the felt sense in the body, not a cognitive process, not a bootstraps method. So notice anything that I've triggered in you today, any sensations that you have felt when I say something, and look at what's underneath it. Feel it, get to know it, recognize that there is a part of you inside of you that holds the keys to this program, to this issue, to this limit. And all you have to do is feel it, allow it to speak to you as the observer, as a compassionate witness. You allow the body to speak to you. Now, sometimes it may just be sensation, and sometimes it may be an image, almost like your body is showing you a movie and it's passing across your mind's eye. You are made to be free. freedom is possible for you, for me, for all of us. That's what we were here to do. Because in freedom and in thriving, you can love again. Real love, real connection, real support, real health, real thriving, real joy. And all of that comes through the softening into and loving who you are, rediscovering who you are. As you heal each chord in your instruments, you restore your melody, you become a match to the goals, dreams, and desires that God put on your heart. So to answer the beautiful question that was asked, how do I heal money blocks? This is for you. I love you so very much, my soul sister. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. Join me for the 8/8 portal activation. I'm so excited. This is going to be a transformational experience. It will be fully channeled. I refuse to prepare, so I cannot promise you what will happen, but I know that you will be transformed. And if you happen to see this after the 8/8 portal, go ahead. You can still jump in. I will make sure to post a replay in the link that is below. So before 8/8, sign up, join me live on Zoom for the transformational experience, or after 8/8, sign up, receive the replay, and the activation will always be relevant, effective, and exactly what you need, because your creator is always showing up for you and life is happening for you and not to you. I love you so very much, my friends. If you want to check out the recent video on why trying blocks you, check that out over there. And I will see you on the next one. Namaste.